What's up, guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Expedition 33. In the previous episode, we did all of the big stuff. Well, most of the big stuff. We had our confrontation with the Paintress. We removed the Paintress from the world, only to find out that her monolith with the numbers was actually just a warning for everybody to know that she is trying to save all the younger creations in this painted world that we are now in. And she actually was not the one destroying the world. It was actually the curator who, lo and behold, turned out to be actual Renoir in this painting. Because in this world, there are paintresses. This world is a painting made from painters and from the outside world, basically. So like if it was basically kind of like a simulation video game, the painters can paint their own world and go into it and have things be like the way they want them and create things in their world and kind of live their own little world. Maelle, it turns out, is actually, as you can see now, Alicia. Maelle was just a painted over version of Alicia because when she came into the canvas, Aline, the paintress, painted over her again. So the Renoir we'd been fighting all game that killed Gustave was a painted version of Renoir that was doing the paintress's bidding, trying to continue the world being alive, whereas the actual Renoir was the curator because he was only able to be in that form because he was trapped by the paintress and they were in a never-ending duel, excuse me. I was to say prolonged, everlasting duel and never-ending duel, and I kind of tripped on my words there. But yeah, so it's a whole big thing. So now Maelle wants to preserve the paintress and real Renoir. Maelle, who's Alicia, wants to preserve the painting because it's Verso who died in real life. This is just a painted version of Verso by the paintress. So Aline. And yeah, so it's a whole thing. This is just a painted version. He doesn't exist in real life. Verso died in a fire, and that's why the painted version of Maelle had all those scars, because Aline was bitter because Verso was saving Alicia, so she kept her all scarred and such and unable to talk, missing an eye, all that. So her painted version of Alicia had all those markings and stuff. Whereas Maelle is the actual Alicia who came in here but now painted herself without the scars and all that fun stuff. So it's rather confusing and also convoluted, but also it all makes sense. It's just I'm probably not doing the best job of explaining it. But anyway, Alicia wants to keep the world because she thinks that she removed the painting that Aline won't be able to get back in, so the paintress won't be able to get back in, because Renoir is actually here. The real Renoir, who was the creator, is here to save his wife, who is, you know, racked with grief over Verso's death, the real Verso, and won't leave the painting. So he's trying to get her out, and the only way he knows that she'll get out is if the painting ceases to exist, which again could probably cause some issues in the real world. But again, it's better than her dying, so I completely can understand why Renoir would want to do that. Maelle, on the other hand, Alicia, thinks that she hid the painting from Aline and she'll never find it, which Renoir does not agree with. And that's even what Clair said in our little flashback kind of thing, that, oh, you hid it? Oh, well, she'll find it. So it's like it'll be good for a little bit, but she'll eventually find it. So anyway, now we are inside this painting. Verso is conflicted. He wants to put his family at peace, but also, you know, is still helping Alicia / Maelle because that's his quote-unquote sister, even though it's not his real sister, because he's just a painted version. But he has all the memories and feelings of the original Verso. So again, convoluted, but also very cool. So now also all of our team hates us because they know that we knew about all of this and we're still trying to take out the paintress, because they all gommaged away and Alicia like repainted them because Renoir again is trying to destroy this painting, and Alicia is fighting back and repainted them. And yeah, so it's a whole convoluted thing, and I just went on 4 minutes of a rant about what it is. So I do apologize, but I kind of wanted to get the overview, make sure that what I'm thinking is right. If I'm wrong, you guys can correct me in the comments too. But let's talk to people and see what they have to say to us now that they hate us.
Lune.
I was right not to trust you.
And what would you have done in my position?
I wouldn't have betrayed my expedition. I would have warned them that everyone they cared about was about to be erased. That they were about to be erased. I would have told them the truth. Because after everything we've been through, we deserved that.
So you'd choose your expedition over your mother?
That's your problem. You think in false dichotomies. It wasn't an either-or situation. Other solutions were possible if you'd only trusted us enough to ask.
Knowing what you know now, would you have helped me force my mother out of the canvas? I don't apologize for saving her, but I am sorry I broke your trust. And I will do everything I can to help bring everyone back.
I guess we'll see.
So there we go. She's rightly and justifiably upset, but Verso also has his reasoning. Like, you wouldn't have helped me force my mother out of the canvas, so, you know, it is what it is. I don't think we can have any other type of interaction. I think it's just, yep, I guess we'll see. Okay, at least they don't make us go through the whole thing again. All right, let's talk to Eskia now. Maybe it'll be a lighter, happier talking.
Oh, everyone's mad at you.
Are you?
Iskia can be sad, or bad, or even rad, but never, ever mad. Bad things happen when we get mad.
Oh, I know.
But I can never be mad at you.
Aww.
Iskia, bad
It could be sad, mad, or rad, but never mad. Or sad, bad, or rad, but never mad. All right, let's talk to Sciel.
Save it. I don't need your mea culpa. You did what you felt you had to. Of course, you were wrong. But, oh well.
I thought you'd be more upset.
I was. I got over it. Everything I knew about our world is wrong. And you know what? I don't care. 'Cause death isn't death anymore. And that means I can see my husband again.
Sciel.
Oh, please. I'd sacrifice you in a heartbeat to get him back. So, I understand. We're good.
Thank you.
As long as you help me bring Pierre back. You owe me.
You got it.
I don't know if that's even possible. We should probably make sure that's possible to begin with, Sciel, but also that's probably a good thing we broke it off then with the whole I would sacrifice you in a heartbeat. And look, the curator's gone. I wonder why. No, we know why. All right. Oh, we got Minoko back here. All right. What's up, Minoko?
Not to say I told you so, but I do believe that I did, in fact, tell you so.
Thanks for the support.
Was it worth it? What will you do now?
I'll do my best to earn their trust back.
Quite a steep hill to climb.
Yep, definitely.
Not to say...
But I do believe I told you so. Yeah, you did. But, alright, now we just gotta find Maelle / Alicia. She prefers Maelle, though, so we're just gonna continue calling her Maelle. For the most part, you guys know me, I always like to, you know, I don't think we found any lost gestrels. We have 6, okay. Cool, so we haven't found them all. So let's go ahead, and let's go talk to Maelle now. White-haired Maelle, and we're gonna keep her in the white hair, by the way. She's not an expeditioner. Neither is really Verso, so Verso could be out of it too, but we just don't really have anything that I really want to put Verso in, you know? I mean, it could be Renoir's suit, but like that just doesn't hit right. We could go back to just regular Verso, no expeditions, since they don't necessarily like us at this point, so we'll go back to just regular Verso. Perfect. All right, let's talk to Maelle.
We have to push Papa out of the canvas before he erases everything.
I'm surprised he hasn't already.
He's been weakened by his battle with Maman. That's probably why he hasn't come after us. But it won't stop him for long.
If you and your father keep fighting, you risk breaking the world again. Another fracture, but this time, it might be you trapped inside the monolith.
What's the alternative?
Maybe you should go home.
Verso.
You're fighting each other, but you're all doing the same thing.
No.
Eileen wants her son back. Renoir wants you and Eileen back. You want Gustave back. The cycle we needed to break wasn't the Gommage. It's your family's cycle of grief. Our whole world carries the burden of your family's grief.
Exactly. So here's where I agree with Verso. It's like bro, you guys, you have a whole real life to live. I can understand Aline and Maelle, especially Maelle. She's got no voice. She's missing an eye. She can't talk in the real world. She's full of pain. I can understand why she'd want to come here, right? That's not a problem. And Aline, I can understand. She has her son. But my thing is, like, why don't you guys come in and out? Like, that's the obvious solution here. But the problem is Maelle and Aline have addictive personalities, and they won't stop being in here. So that's why that's why like Renoir feels like he has to destroy the canvas, despite it being Verso's last memories, because yes, it's Verso, but you also have to look out for the people that you love that are living. So it's like, yes, I would love to keep the canvas for Verso, and he'd probably come and love to visit and see Verso and do all that stuff too. But unfortunately, when you're fighting a war on the outside with Clair talking about fighting the war with the writers, which would be way cool to get some more interesting, like, modern day. I know the story wouldn't really fit for that, but it'd be cool to get a story based on that. Like the writers and Paintress, or then the painters fighting in the real world. That'd be pretty cool if Sandfall did that. That'd be fucking awesome. But anyway, I digress. But like I said, I get both sides of it, but I'm more of a realist where it's like you have to face your grief and deal with it. So it's like, come on, man. Like, I understand you want to be in here with your son and well, she doesn't really care about being in here with Maelle, but Maelle wants to be with her brother and all of her friends that she has now made in the 16 years that she's been in here. Like, in here 16 years, but outside, I don't know. They have never really talked about the time conversions. But anyway, you know what I mean? It's just like, I'm sure I'll have everybody disagree with me that, you know, these are real people too, blah, 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 but they're not. They're people in a painting, which makes for a fantastic game, but in the real world, I would be on Renoir's side 100%. I'd be on Renoir and Clair's side, that it sucks that Maelle has bad things, or Alicia has had bad things happen to her. It sucks that Verso's dead, but unfortunately, that's life, and you can't just escape into a painting forever. Like I said, people play video games to escape depression and all that stuff nowadays, but then they have to eventually live the real world. We're not actually inside video games, and it doesn't kill you to sit and play video games all day. It's not great for you, especially if you don't move and exercise and do other things, but it's not a one-to-one comparison. So, as I'm just jumping over this lantern. But anyway, that's where, like, I can see where Maelle wants to be here. I can see why they'd want to. I just don't understand why these people, Sciel and Lune and stuff, aren't having a bigger existential crisis. Like Minoko, I get it, because Minoko is just a painted friend for Verso, because when Verso made this painting, Esquies, this plushie, Minoko and Noko are two his dogs, as we saw. So, like, they're just people that he made when he painted this world as friends. So, like, I can see why they're not mad, Esquies and Minoko, but, like, come on, guys. But anyway, enough talking about the story. I could talk about it all day. That's why I do these videos anyway, though. So if that's not your cup of tea, then you can certainly click off. But these are the kind of videos, or kind of things that I like to discuss in my videos, and then interact in the comments about how you guys feel about these things. So what do we have here? We have check up on others, create the greatest expedition in history, and write in the journal of Gustave's apprentices. Let's check up on the others.
Nice hair.
Oh yeah, that.
I can't believe there's another world out there. A world I'll never get to see.
I'm sorry. I didn't. My memories. I would have told you if I'd known.
Don't apologize. You were trapped too. You lived among us. You're one of us. Even if you're also one of them.
It's so weird. I have memories of 2 childhoods, 2 homes, 2 Lumiere.
You're not an orphan anymore. You just found your family. Don't you want to be with them?
I love my family, but they're all gone. In one way or another. And you're my family too. So Gustav and Emma. And I didn't see it at the time, but all the families who took turns taking care of me.
Maelle. This is a lot to take in. Yeah. But for the first time in a long time, I have hope.
Yeah, totally. I mean, but here's the thing, again, like she says there's 2 worlds, but this isn't really a world. Like, I would be interested, I guess, to see if none of the painters are in the world. Like, if they all just left the canvas, right? Does it still go on? Does the world keep going? Because the fracture, I haven't even gotten to that part. The fracture is when Renoir first came in and tried to make the Paintress leave. So Aline. So, like, and then had the fracture, and then that created the monolith. She was trapped at the top, he was trapped at the bottom, blah blah blah. So like, what if there's nobody here, does the world even exist? You know what I mean? It's one of those existential, like, it would be nice if they answered it. Like, if Alicia left and came back, would everything be the same as when she left it? You could just dip in and out then. Like, that's the part I don't understand, like I was talking about earlier. But again, they're so addictive and wanting to escape reality. Aline because she lost her son, and Maelle because she lost her brother. Clea's kind of a bitch. Renoir might be cool. It sounds like they had a good father-daughter relationship. But also, like I said, as Renoir, there's no way I'm letting my wife and daughter, even if I lost my son, sit in here and just waste away, you know? But anyway, let's go write in Gustav's journal now? Yeah, let's write in Gustav's journal. We'll go from there. See if the song changed. She writes about everything the painters, Aline and Renoir, so no matter what happens, the truth will be written somewhere. She is sure when she brings the apprentices back, they will want to read this story. I do vibe these like sing humming things. As I've said every time, Maelle heads back. Alright, so remember the current objective. Return to Lumiere and defeat Renoir. So that is the final showdown. That is basically all we are building towards and what we have left to do. So that leaves us with some interesting options that we will get into after we create the greatest expedition in history. So let's go ahead and let's do that.
Clair obscur, guardé aux peintures. Clair obscur, trouble de rature, couvrera et fait. Clair obscur, guardé aux peintures, trouvera sans elle. Clair obscur, trouble de rature, couvrera et fait. Clair obscur, guardé aux peintures, trouvera sans elle. obscur, dans les repaints tu trouveras sans elle. Clair obscur, trouveras, tu trouveras effet. Clair obscur, dans les repaints tu trouveras sans elle.
SKA ability unlocked. Fly. So when he said he found Sori and threw the rock at it, we can now fly with SKA. Expedition 33 final objective. Head back to Lumiere and expel Renoir from the canvas. So that is all we have left to do now.
We can head to Lumiere.
Alright, so let's check these areas, see if we have anything. I think we've been on this beach before because of we could swim here. And there are a few things that I would like to do. I don't know if this is still going to tell us danger. Yeah, it does. We're going to try something out here. And even though it says danger, we're going to try some Dark Shore stuff, because at the very minimum, I want to get something from here. But actually, hang on, we're going to do this in a second. I forgot I had one thing I wanted to do before this, so we are going to leave Dark Shores for a second. I forgot all about this. I want to put painted power on somebody and get painted power, and then kind of reconfigure our luminas and stuff from that. So let's go ahead and go here. And who do we want to give it to? She needs the crit rate. I mean, it doesn't really matter though, actually. Let's just put it on Maelle. And we'll put it on there. It's a greater defense list. So it gives her a bunch of health. So then when we're on SKA, we can take off. And then we can fly up and down. And you can go faster. But what we are going to do is we are going to take on a bunch of low level enemies. Because we are going to just level up painted power very quickly. So let's go ahead and hopefully one-shot these things. We're not even one-shotting them down. Oh, wasted a shot there. There we go. Close enough to one-shotting. So that is one. We get our 800. We get Chroma Catalyst. Yeehaw. Alright, there should be another fight here. Yep. So even this, you don't even have to like run on the ground anymore. You can just fly like hovering on the ground. So that's super nice. So let's go ahead. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. And get him out of here. There we go. Where is some more? Oh, we've already been to the ancient Gestural City. Okay. That was where we fought the Chromatic Abyss, so there should be something down here then. Yep. Let's get these guys. 2 more fights, and then we will have our fully leveled up painted power. There we go. Well, they gave us 3,000 XP. We're moving up in the world. Alright, now these guys. And this will be our painted power, and then we're going to have to look into our Pictos and such. Let's take care of those 2 first. And then miss, that's great. Get that. Get that. Miss some more. There we go. Oh, we shot its weak point. I didn't know those things had weak points. Painted power has been learned. Okay. So I do want to go back to Dark Shores there. Because there's some things that I want there. Oh. There's a fight there. No thank you. Not for right now. Because Dark Shores still says danger, so I'm kind of worried about that. But let's land. And let's go into here. So we have Maelle. Painted power is here, so we want to get some crit rate on her. So second chance also could be good. That's 40 Pictos points, so it's like we're not doing that. Let's filter. Let's do it by crit rate. So there's Perilous Parry that has 17, Greater Defenseless. Weakness gain she has, so I guess the highest one would be either be Perilous Parry or Greater Defenseless, so we're just going to go back to Greater Defenseless, get the speed and crit rate. Verso is still our fastest, so there we go. And there we go. So we can do that, and then we actually want to go in here, because to now... Where is... the little thing? Oh, it was literally right by me and I just didn't see it. Okay. So let's go in here, go Dark Shores. We're gonna learn today real quick and get probably beat up, but it is what it is. But there's a bunch of items in here that we want. So we're gonna rest. Bloodied Beach. And we're gonna see about weapons. I don't think that we have anything to upgrade. Yeah, we don't have any Grandioses, so we're kind of stuck here, but we do have Resplendent, so we can get this to 19, so that's nice. But I also kind of want to look at some of these other ones and just see if there's anything else. We can't get anything higher, but Kralim, 2 random stains, and casting a skill increases skill damage of all other elements. I feel like that works better than using a skill that consumes. So I think we might actually go back to this. Vitality and Agility, and then this is Vitality and Agility as well. I think we might go back to this. Defense and Agility, Vitality and Luck. Gradient attack generates 1 additional light stain. Those could be alright. Trobodim, I mean, not really. So I literally think that 1 AP on consuming a light stain. I just don't think that it counts as consuming a stain, but casting a skill would actually count. I think. So let's just worry about this. Let's see if we can get this up to 19 as well. So now we have the 2 that I want to use up to 19 anyway, so it is what it is. Those are the 2 that I would use, and then upgrade expedition resources. I have kind of made the decision that it's going to be basically Lune, Maelle, and Verso going forward. So that's just kind of how I'm going to do it. I do like Sciel. She was pretty alright in the fight with Renoir, but it's just with ability of nuking that she has. I just want to be able to nuke people with Lune, so it's just what I'm most comfortable with too. So we'll go there. I don't think we have any skills that we need to learn. She has 7. I mean, we could do Fire Rage. Yeah, deal increasingly high damage to all enemies every turn until Lune receives damage, but then she gets stunned, so I've never been a huge fan of that because I get hit a lot. So there's that. And then over here we have Terraquake, which could be all good. Increases all break damage received by 50%. So that's cool. We get more break damage, but I think it deals damage to everybody. Yeah, low earth damage and break damage to all enemies every turn. And then everybody else does 50% more, so that could be pretty good over Hell, which Hell is nice, but I feel like the Terraquake could be good for like getting break. But I think right now we got Lune where we basically want her. Yeah. And everybody else just has 1. I wish I hadn't have bought Pyrolos, because I'd have more money for these Burning Canvas and Stendhal and all that fun stuff, but oh well. So now it is time to go ahead and look at our Luminas and all of that fun stuff. So I think it is a good time for just I I kind of want to reset everything. And I kind of want to get confident on everybody. But he has confident fighter already, so he does more damage, but can't be healed, so that's alright. Energizing attack is good. Breaking attack is good. Break damage could be good. The augmented counter is good, but I don't do... Oh, we have anti-charm. We had anti-charm on him this entire time. Damn. Alright, so let's go back to confident, where you take less damage. And then what else? Do we have anything else on here that's not really needed? Powerful on shell. And I think we have auto shell on. Oh, we didn't even have auto shell on him. So now let's go ahead and get painted power. Painted power. Then we still have more. We could perilous parity, but no, we want to take the less damage. We can't get healed, so we're good. First offensive, no thank you. I mean, that could be good for like a one-shot build, but Dodger can always be good. It would be cool to get up to having enough for parry, but so did I have anti-charm on everybody? I did. I forgot to take anti-charm off of everybody. Dang, that really sucks for us. So we need to make sure we get painted power at least on everybody. Painted power. Does she have confident? No. So yeah, let's get rid of powerful on shell. And shell, because we're just gonna go back to confident on everybody. Auto shell. So let's get confident back on. And same for her. Auto shell and powerful on shell. I guess she just has it, so I guess that's fine. Shield affinity, 30% increased damage while having shield, but receiving any damage removes all of the shields, so no thank you on that. We need painted power. There we go. And she does have longer powerful. Or powerful on shell, so it's like she can get confident. Maybe she does get auto shell just because she has it, so she can have confident and auto shell. And there's 4 more points to do. I mean, we could do burning shots or breaking shots. Powerful revive could be alright. Sure, let's hit a powerful revive. And what is the one where when she gets solidifying, right? When you get below, you get... Yep, falls below 50%. You get shields. Okay. So he has 9 left. I mean, we could go back. We could get more dead energy for killing enemies. You could get more AP, I guess. Energizing break can always be okay. We're basically at 100%, so critical burn is not really that big of a deal. Healing share, none of us will be able to heal. So... Weakness gain, I mean 1 AP on hitting enemies' weakness. I mean, I guess he shoots a lot, so we could use that. And then maybe just go energizing break and dead energy, I guess. Then for her, so she has 21 now, so she has confident. She could just go back to auto shell and powerful on shell, because she already has all the energizing. And now she has painted power already, and she has solidifying, so we all have the shields. And she has to take 50% less damage. You know what? I will actually get shell and powerful on shell, because it does give more damage for 3 turns. So, you know, I'll take that, actually. We got confident on there. We took auto charm off, but we got confident, and we got the extra energy. Plus, she gets energizing start. Yeah. I think that's pretty good. And then we did want to give her the new Picto, because I just don't know if using a skill, like, I don't know if using Elemental Genesis counts as using a stain. So I guess I just don't know. Whereas this, I think, casting another skill, that is another skill. So this is 1343. This is, yeah, and it just does more damage at the higher level. So, yeah. So what we're going to do here is kind of try to kite these enemies a little bit and get the items around here. Because there is actually...
Good stuff.
Oh! Something that I want. You know what, let's just try it. Let's try with Painted Power, let's see if we can take them out. Probably not. They're probably gonna outspeed us by 1,000,000. Oh no, okay, so we're fast enough to... Yeah, look at how little damage we're doing to them. Yeah, we're screwed. Weakness, so we did 56,000 damage with that, so that's actually pretty good. So let's just hit Elemental Trick. And with Virtuos, let's just see what a Flurry does. Hey, we broke one of them.
I'll do it.
Okay, so we lived. Cool, we dodged that one. Summons a Dark Spear. Oh, that's a gradient. Okay, summons a Dark Spear is a gradient attack. Okay. So yeah, we're definitely screwed. I want to see her to see what she can get, if we can even get her. So it summons a Dark Spear. Gradient counter. What damage are we going to do with that? 62,000. That's pretty cool. Okay. So that's a 3-hit combo. Okay. Not great. Okay, so we got bound. That's not great. Prevents a character from dodging. We're kind of screwed here. Alright, so Lune gets to go. Let's see what Elemental Genesis can do. $105,000 damage. Oh, that's right, she can't dodge. Oh well. So like I said, we're probably screwed. We got a gradient. 20,000 from her. Summons a Dark Spear, get a gradient. $13,000 there. All right. Well, we lived. See, the problem with Verso is he doesn't do much damage, so like getting him back doesn't really help me right now. He's doing peanuts damage over here, but we could break it.
Get ready.
Ooh, barely. That was barely.
I'll do it. Verso.
So again, that's just lucky with the dodges. The fact that we're getting just regular dodges is just lucky for us. Okay, I'll take this. Summons a Dark Spear. It's only 23,000 damage though, which again, only 23,000.
Dance.
So we can't do Elemental Genesis. We could do Crustal Crush.
Let's shake the earth.
25,000 damage, that's not bad. So we're gonna break with an auto attack here. There we go, 22,000 on autos, which again isn't bad. We can hit perfect break. Okay, so we just got a bunch of shots. We can hit follow-up now because it's increased for each free aim during this turn. 197,000 damage, so that does quite a bit.
Ready to evade.
So that wasn't great. But we can now hit Elemental Genesis, which again doesn't do as much damage as it used to do.
Let's go apart.
I was gonna say, so we can hit one of them. Now we can get down to 2. We can probably kill this guy. I'm actually gonna do Phantom Stars because I think that'll still kill it. Hopefully. Yeah, 67,000 damage. So that's not bad. Okay. Now we're dead, actually. No, we're all right. Because we can gradient there. Okay, so then we can take her and we can revive Maelle, I guess. So she's stanceless, so it's not the greatest, but we can hit Sword Ballet. Not the greatest, actually, so now we have to early, damn. But at least she's not bound anymore. So if we don't die. So we didn't die. Bring Verso back. A Dark Spear, I'll take it. Maelle getting a gradient is probably good. It's increasingly stronger. I don't like that at all, but okay. So I want to see what happens if you do this at like B, if you do follow up at a B. Oh, it's broken. Okay, so what does it need to be when it's not at S? A 5. So let's just hit 1, 2, 3. Okay, nope. So we can get 2 more now. I want to see, and we have a mark, so let's see what follow-up does. 136,000 damage. That is nice. She's already stanceless, so we're actually going to revive Lune. No longer stunned. 8. We can do a Crustal Crush. Do a lot of break damage. Not as much as I was hoping for, but we are set up for our attacks, so that's all that matters. So we can auto.
Ready to strike.
It actually needs to be, damn, it needs to be 5 when we're not S. We could light holder, it is weak to light. So let's just hit 1 more. See what happens when we hit light holder.
Your existence ends now.
21,000 isn't bad. Gets increasingly stronger. What is it? It's Berserk End? Okay. So she's stanceless. What we're gonna do actually is Gradient first, Virtuos Strike. Which doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but it gets us into Virtuos. and at 9 for a sword ballet. 103,000 damage is pretty good. Oh, lucky me. Okay, so Verso's ahead of everybody anyway, so we don't have enough chroma, or we don't have enough, damn. So no, we're gonna revive. We're gonna revive Verso.
Take cover.
Okay, he lived. That's perfectly fine. Go Mezzo Forte. We're gonna get some shots. This isn't going to be that great, but hey. Let's see what we can do with follow-up as a B. Probably not great. 32,000 damage is still pretty good.
I'm ready.
Okay, perfect. And now she has enough for Elemental Genesis, we might kill it. And they're all alive, so they can all get the XP for it. Oh my god, that was grueling. 500, we got the Corpeso, which is nice. So they all leveled up. We got 500,000 XP, which is almost a full level for us as of right now. So there we go with the Corpeso. Get Grandiose Chroma Catalyst, that's nice. Get a Color of Lumina. Basically, I came here for items because Color of Lumina, those are always nice. There is a Picto that I'm looking for in here, if I'm being honest. But I think it might be behind those two. And the way we had trouble, I don't know if we get that. Because here's 3 more. Like, yeah, would it be nice to be able to... There's 3 there. Ooh, gosh. That looks like Chroma, though. Oh, there's something back here. Perfect. This could be what I'm looking for. We'll still come back here eventually. No, it's not. I think it's by those 2 up there. But we don't have enough revive tints to make this work. We're already at 48 minutes in this recording. So, with her, we're going to get some agility. We could go crit rate. Yeah, we'll just do crit rate. Get everybody up to 99 luck so that we have... She's leveled now, so luck is already there. We could get more health, I guess. Raise her damage too. He's already at luck, so I guess we go vitality for now because that's what's raising our... I mean, we could also go defense. Doesn't raise it at nearly as much. I still think we go agility. And then for Maelle, we have her final weapon. And defense is kind of raising our... It's raising our damage, but it's also raising... We'll go crit rate. But we are going to pretty soon just do defense and agility. Pretty soon here. I kind of want to reset attributes and get rid of might, but it would only save us like 10. So I'd have to remember what everything else was, and we could get 10 more points in like luck or whatever. But we're pretty good. And then here we'll go agility. And then skills, we didn't really have anything that I wanted for anybody yet. So Maelle's getting close though. I want Stendhal first. And then we'll go from there. So I kind of want to try to take on those 2 over there because there's a Picto that I want, but it's one of the only ones that I remember from this game. It's just one that kind of adds some shields, which would be nice, but I think we will actually just leave. We got some of the stuff. We didn't come here what we came for, what we wanted. We did get a level up. There's some level ups from fighting some crazy enemies, but we are actually not that strong. So I think what I want to see is we've had this area for a long time that I've wanted to go to. Obviously we had Yellow Harvest, but it was by the Gestrels.
Flashing through the sky.
This Redwoods area.
Flashing through the sky.
And it's no longer danger. Perfect. So I think that's the first thing we are going to do, because I do have some stuff. We're gonna camp here. We'll probably camp first and do all the camp stuff, and then we'll go there, because in the beginning of next episode I'm going to kind of talk about the structure of the rest of this Let's Play.
Who's going to raid our
Because
Pictos now?
I can do it.
oh, there we go. The answer to the question there with the curator being gone. But we have some things to talk about for the rest of the Let's Play, because as you guys can see, the only objective we have is go back to Lumiere, and there's a ton of stuff we haven't done. So I kind of want to talk about what we're going to do there. But that'll be for the next video, because I'm kind of undecided still. So we're gonna kind of talk about that at the beginning of the next episode when we talk to everybody and do all that fun stuff. But that's what we'll do next. So until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.